So it looks like more fear is being injected into the market. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions here with a super quick market update. Today it is August 30th, Friday, and let's go ahead and talk about what's going on. So Nvidia is in the green, but it is lacking progress. If you look at it on the larger time frames, the 5-minute still looks incredibly bearish since it's been selling off since reporting earnings. On the 30-minute, you guys can see the lower highs and lower lows, and that was a very similar setup to what we had before it actively sold off from highs of 130, just like it did last time, to lows of $90. Now, again, this was during the time that the market sentiment was beginning to change. The overall, the over the weekend news that happened about Japan and their economy potentially crashing. So there's a lot more factors that caused the overall markets to sell off that led to it dropping to $90 per share. With that being said, it's still showing similar characteristics of lower highs and lower lows and getting rejected. Now, we have not broken below 115 per share. So Nvidia is still holding strong there. But if it does, then at that point, we have to entertain the idea that this thing could potentially go lower for longer. So far on the day, I'm up about $10,000, and it was a very similar setup to yesterday. So the first thing that I did, and again, if you're part of my LPP team, please go watch today's live trading session because we break it all down for you. One of the first trades that I took is buying into the lows of Nvidia during the pre-market session that it was establishing and selling it back to the highs. It was very easy to see previous highs from this pre-market session. So buying into the lows, market open, it ran up, and during today's live trading session, you could see me live locking in profits. We're then getting rejected. I opened up short, then I bought to cover, and then all of a sudden it began to break out. I then added more to my short position and began to step on the gas as direction became favorable, ultimately locking in profits. Now I'm going in long. I bought into the dip because now we're retesting previous support range. And one thing that I shared with my LPP team is, I actually just want to share it with you guys just so you guys can check it out. Today is my third green day in a row, and this is really good. This feels really good because it's coming off of a week and a half ago where I had like a 3 to 4 day consecutive red day or a red streak. With that being said, 3 consecutive green days in a row, closing over $10,000 in the green each day. Now, full disclosure, I do trade with over $500,000. So with that being said, my position size or my profit is something that, based off of the shares that I trade with and the size that I trade with, I just want to disclose with how much money I trade. So you don't see the $10,000 and be like, oh, can I do that with $5,000? Well, no, I trade with $500,000. So I definitely give this position a lot of size. And these $10,000 days have all been from trading Nvidia. I'm not trading crap stocks. I'm not trading hyped up stocks. Well, kind of hyped up because Nvidia has been pretty hyped up. But with that being said, it's one of the most valuable companies that's publicly traded, and I prefer to trade healthy stocks versus pump and dumps or stocks that can be easily manipulated. With that being said, what is going on with Nvidia? Well, again, when we look at this on the 30-minute time frame, again, there is some nice downside potential, and that is going to be the key that I'm going to be paying attention to the next few days. So again, we are going into the weekend. It's Labor Day on Monday, but with the days that follow, the thing that I'm going to be paying attention to is on these larger time frames, do we make progress below 115? Because if so, get ready for some selling pressure. Or do we hold above 115? Are we going to start trading above that EMA and indicating signs of a recovery back up to 130? Because if we do break above that 120, 121 range and show signs of progress of upside and markets do begin to recover, then at that point, I might want to consider going long. So again, there is some huge downside potential, but there is also upside potential because markets tend to be more bullish than bearish. I love to talk about both sides because it makes you aware that it's not just, oh, it has to sell off, or no, it has to recover. It doesn't have to do anything. We're not here to predict the future. We're here to simply prepare for it. And that's how in the past 3 days, I've really been able to make the most amount of money is working with the market, not trying to predict it. Other than that, I quickly wanted to talk about the series of economic reports that were released during today's pre-market session. We had the PCE report. PCE is, again, the Federal Reserve's favorite way to be able to gauge inflation. We came in at 2.5% when the expectation was 2.6, and we came in at 2.6% for core PCE when the expectation was 2.7. The only other report that I was really paying attention to was also the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report, which came in pretty much as expected. Not much of a surprise there. But the thing that I wanted to point out very quickly is a very similar pattern that we saw today, that we saw yesterday, is if we look at this on the 1 minute time frame for Nvidia, Nvidia looked incredibly bullish. And it really encouraged probably a lot of people to buy because it looked unstoppable. This is something that I pointed out during today's live trading session. It looked very similar to yesterday. We showed indication of an uptrend and it looked unstoppable for a short period of time. And then the selling pressure followed. And this is when there's lack of progress on the upside. We became very overbought within a short period of time, but there was these quick pullbacks. So we was showing signs of volatility, and that was a huge red flag for me. So in today's live trading session, when I began to see that it quickly gapped up, there's these quick pullbacks showing that it had a lot of volatility. So when it ultimately ended up selling off, it was very easy to profit off of that pullback. Now we're here to retest previous support, and we'll see. If we break the support, I'm going to close out my long position. Then at that point, we can go back to retrace 115. If we break below 115, then again, the next support is going to be 110, then 100, then $90 per share. So really excited to follow up. And again, I'm excited to have you guys tune on into our live trading sessions. I do want to remind you that LPP 3.0 comes out, and if you want to get waitlisted, it's the first link in the description down below. We're doing a full revamp. If you're part of LPP 2.0, you get automatic access to LPP 3.0 when it officially gets released. But on September 1st, it's only going to be available to 100 individuals that are going to be our beta testers. We want feedback on the course so we can make adjustments before we make it available to everyone. With that being said, if you want to be part of our beta test group, we're looking for 100 of you. It's the first link in the description down below. If you're not yet part of LPP, now is the best time to sign up. That being said, the price will double in September if you don't sign up before September 1st. If you sign up right now with the second link in the description down below, you will get in for half the price and you will get grandfathered in. So it's a one-time payment, lifetime access, and you get access to also LPP 3.0 when it officially comes out. But you have to sign up right now. It's the second link in the description down below. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access. If you sign up before September 1st, after September 1st, the price will double and it will be a monthly subscription. So I appreciate your time. I hope that earned your thumbs up. We're at $10,000 on the day. I'll keep you guys up to date via Discord if you're part of my LPP team. And if not, again, second link in the description down below. And I'll see you for our live trading session. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.